Hey, we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, folks. Lester's here, and we are live at Longhorn Lester's, and I'm so darn bubbly. I don't even know how I can contain my excitement and my joy this morning. I'm gonna just tell you the whole story. I will. If you give me a couple of seconds, I'll tell you the whole story. But what I have to do is try to gather my composure and give me. Let me just hi, Chris, Lena, Michael Fox, or is that Michelle? I can't read. I don't have my glasses. I do have my glasses, but I look goofy when I put them on. So don't make me read. Don't make me read, everybody. Billy from Oklahoma. And then Pamela is going to beat me to the punch, as they say, and just she's going to spill the beans, as we also say, and let everyone know what we're talking about. So it's nice to see everybody. Thank you guys for being here and for spending a little bit of time with us. It's I may be a dab early. I don't even know exactly what time. No, I am early. I'm actually 7 minutes early. And so it's nice to see everybody. Chris, how are you? I hear that San Diego and a lot of California is just getting some really severe and uncharacteristic weather right now. You have snow and then you have tons of rain on top of snow, which, from what I understand, I'm not an expert. I have no idea about California's dynamic of how everything works. But from what I was hearing on the news this morning, that can create lots of mudslides. And I've never been in a mudslide. Well, you would think with all the erosion issues around here, I would know all about mudslides, but I actually don't. Anyway, I am coming live on both of the Longhorn Lester channels, Facebook and YouTube. And then I'm also StreamYarding into I'm a Survivor on YouTube. I didn't go Facebook, I'm a Survivor, because we have a lot. Don't even get me started on all the issues that we're having with I'm a Survivor Facebook. Let's just say that Lester's not your favorite person right now on that particular channel. And so it is what it is, but I'm not going to sit here and invite folks to my party if, in fact, they don't want to come to my party. I do hear a man's voice, and what worries me about that is that we do have guys working on the pond over here. I don't know if someone needs me. Jamie's right outside the door there. She's planting, so I'm hoping that she can take care of whatever's going on. And then, so yeah. So anyway, anyone who is on Facebook, I'm a Survivor. I'm so sorry if you're not one of those, but who have been doing all the hating. But we're not going to focus on that. There's no time to focus on anything negative right now, y'all. What we're going to focus on right this minute is something that is just so darn beautiful. And I'm so happy, so blessed to say that we have new life here on our farm. The reason you're all seeing that thing from Shirley down here is kind of cute. Shirley says, I have finally made it to a live and nothing's happening yet. Shirley, I thought that was cute, so I stuck it up there. We don't normally start our live until 12 noon, but for some reason, I have to. So this is all part of that business boring stuff. But when you use StreamYard, it's a way to pull all of your platforms into one. But it takes time to set everything up. And so I had to set everything up. So even though I start the StreamYard, but I don't actually start the live, it's kind of like the green room. If you want to call it the green room, it's like you're behind the scenes. So you're actually in the green room waiting for Jay Leno to call you out, or waiting for your favorite talk show guy or girl to call you out into it. So you know the show's going on. You're just not a part of it yet. And so that's kind of what happens. And then once I finally click go live, that's when all the magic happens, y'all. That's when it goes crazy. And so Shirley says, hold on, Shirley's back. Hold on, Shirley. I'm trying to, Shirley is going too fast. Shirley, it went by too fast. What did you say? I want to find that. I'm not messing with you, Shirley. I'm playing. Sorry, Lester. It's still morning here. I forgot what time, what your time was. LOL. Shirley, you're in Canada. It's not morning in Canada. Don't even act like it's morning. It's noon here. So the earliest it might could be would be what, 10 o'clock? Shirley? We ain't going to have that, Shirley. If you can't be up by 10, then again, you may be someone that works at night. So I totally understand. Or you could be like my son, LE, and just be up all night and not be able to sleep. You can sleep better during the day. I don't get that. But let me go ahead and hide that. Shirley, I'm playing with you. This was just all in fun, Shirley. So thank you for being a good sport. But no, so let's go ahead and start from the beginning. I do want to play y'all some video. Watch this. The magic of StreamYard. Watch. Here's Mama's little front brown legs. Y'all see that? So what I'm able to do with StreamYard is actually that I had recorded earlier, and we can all kind of talk about it together in case someone missed something that maybe have happened. So let me now. Beverly's yakking. So let me just tell you the whole story. If you're in a hurry, I'm so sorry. If you're in a hurry, I am so very sorry. But I can sometimes be long-winded. Not trying to be long-winded. But what happened was a couple of days ago, I began to start the bag report. Now, we were hoping to be doing a bag report on Gracie. Now the dogs are going crazy. But Gracie is not really showing anything. Now, she's a new mom, or she may not even be pregnant. She may not even gotten bred. I don't know, but she's not showing anything that I can see. But Santana, who we've done plenty of bag reports on, was starting to really bust at the seams. And so I went and I began to talk a little bit about Santana, knowing that it was getting really close for her. And as a matter of fact, this morning's video on Longhorn Lester Facebook was about that bag and how she's her jugs are about to burst, I said, which is kind of funny. And if lo and behold, now you guys know that Thursday night is a rough night for Jamie and I, because we have to divide and conquer, as they say. And I spend my Thursday nights with Lex. That's the one school night of the week that I get him. And we've learned that it's easier if we just get a local hotel or motel there close to his school, so as he's not stuck in traffic for 2 hours each way. That's Houston rush hour traffic is not pretty. So nonetheless, when I left here yesterday and gave Jamie my kiss goodbye, I told her, I says, keep an eye on Santana, because she's really getting close. It wasn't until this morning, whenever I'm dropping Lex off at school, it's 8 o'clock on the dot. The bell's ringing at Lex's school. He's jumping out of my truck, about to run off. And I'm like, I love you, son. And right then my phone starts ringing and it says Paul. Now, Paul is the pond guy. He's one of the co-owners of the company who's doing all of our pond work. Now, they've been here working the last couple of days. And so I'm thinking there's a problem. Why would Paul be calling me so early? Has to be something wrong. So I pick up the phone to answer, and Paul's like, hey, one of the guys at the site says that he can't work because your cow had a calf right where they're working, which is right on that spillway or the dam, right where all the clay's been dumped. And all of a sudden, I go into this strange, weird, not panic mode, because they're not going to run over the calf. They're not going to run her over or anything. But I begin to like, oh my God, I'm Longhorn Lester. This is what I live for. I live for moments like this, Yet I was an hour and a half away. So I say, Paul, I'll get on the phone. I'll get Jamie. I can talk to my neighbors next door. I'll get on it. I says, I'll get on it. And so sure enough, I hung up with Paul and I called Jamie. She was just getting up. I says, Jamie, I said, I'm so sorry, but I told her, I said, what's going on? There's a calf. Santana did have her calf overnight, but she had that calf on the spillway amongst all the clay that the guys are working on, all the clay. And I'm like, you got to go move her. You got to somehow move her. So Jamie doesn't go out and move cows. That's not what Jamie does. Jamie can shoe cows, but Jamie doesn't go out and pick up baby calves where you have a very angry mom with soup. You know, you already know how long Santana's horns are doing this kind of mess at you. And so I also called Mr. David and Miss Pat next door. I says, hey, would you guys run over and help Jamie? Just kind of keep an eye on her. And if she needs something, help her out. And so sure enough, I had a couple of the pond guys, Pat and Dave, and then Jamie all out there trying to pick up that baby calf and move her so the pond guys could get to work. And in the meantime, I am hauling ass. Now, I'm not saying I broke any speeding laws. I'm lucky that I'm on the freeway, the interstate, and so it's already 75, which means you can drive 85, which means sometimes you can kind of sneak up close to 90 and get by with it. And so I am two-handing it most of the way, and then I start talking a little bit about it on a couple of live videos. Who's got the cigar, says Riza. That's a pretty name. And so finally, I will just say I will save all of Jamie's part for Jamie's video, because in typical YouTuber fashion, Jamie did her due diligence and she was able to move the calf out of the way of the workers, and she was able to make her a video in the process, which is great. So proud of her for that, because those are moments that we want to share with you guys. That's what we live for, is being able to share moments. Not all moments are happy like this morning, but they could also be a little dramatic like this morning. They could also be a little thrilling like this morning. And sometimes you get the entire spectrum of good, bad, and ugly. But that's what is unique about this page. And folks, I don't understand why people can't learn that. You are not at a page that's going to blow sunshine up your behind, as my dad and my peepat have always said. You're at a page that will have some beautiful moments like we captured today, and there'll also be other moments. Someone says, where's your Dr. Pepper? I'm not drinking those. I'm drinking something a lot more healthy, and it's doing me good. So we were able to capture some really beautiful moments that Jamie will turn into a video for her platforms, her channels. But of course, once I got over here and jumped out of my truck, it was all on. And so video is rolling. I walk out across the pasture, and I will hold on. This is cute. This is cute. I want to see this. So Diane asked a question, and she puts it in bold. Question: is it just a coincidence that the female longhorns are mostly white while the males are mostly brown? Huey was brown too. Yeah, but what about Gracie? What about Gracie? So Santana is white. Pearl is white. Jolene is white. And now our new baby is white. But Gracie and Huey, Gracie is a whole lot of a mix between, and then Huey was not even, that doesn't belong to us. Let's not even talk about Huey, because he's not even a part of us, okay? And he really never was. I loved him and I took care of him, but if you don't know the Huey story, that's a good one. That's a great question, Diane. And so ultimately, Diane, have you ever had like children and 3 of them have blue eyes and 1 has brown? And so somewhere in, I don't know, you guys are a lot better at that kind of stuff than I am. How about when we hatch eggs, and out of a hatch of eggs, you get some colors are this and some colors are that. So I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you about to answer your question, but it is interesting. But I like that. I love the fact that she's white, just like her mother and just like her Aunt Pearl. And what is Jolene's relation to her? What is Jolene's relation to her? Are they cousins? No. Is that Jolene's Ant? Anyway, we'll get to that. I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way. Let me go ahead and remove this so y'all can still read what's going on. But I want to show you why we named her what we named her. So I was doing a live video when Jamie walked up behind me, and Jamie announced that it was a female. And I'm like, Jamie, I was going to keep that low key until I could make a video about it and do like a gender reveal. And so Jamie gave away my gender reveal video, which is okay, fine. That's just the way it is. You lose your gender reveal video. But then I went ahead and said, you know what? Since we're not doing a gender reveal video, you all know it's a female, what you call a heifer. I will go ahead and talk about her name. And I actually gave her a name based on the fella who found her. And so I'm going to play a snippet of that video this morning. Now, this is a video that I screen recorded from a live video that I was doing on Longhorn Lester's channel. Let me go ahead and play that video now. Listen, if you're watching on your TV in a big screen TV this way, just know that for a minute, it's going to show this way because when you go live, it goes up and down. All right, so here we go.
Pearl on the back of her legs has those, what I call those nylon runners.
Yeah,
This baby doesn't have them.
I can't make that any bigger. More like mama. And so we already have a name too. We already have a name.
I didn't spill that though. You can't blame me for that one.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. This guy, Charlie over here. Hey, Charlie. Can you walk over here for a minute? I got you on video. Is that okay? Okay. So I want to get your perspective of how this all worked out this morning. I'll wait till you get over here. So I'm going to introduce you all to a fella named Charlie. Charlie, right? Yeah. So Charlie shows up this morning. What time did you get here? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. And what did you see when you rolled up?
I saw the mama with a white dot sitting on the berm for the pond we're building.
So a mama and a white dot over here on the berm.
And it was bigger than the rock.
So you know it wasn't a rock. And so then you called your boss over here, Paul, I guess?
Yes.
And so Paul called me. And so we knew we had to move that baby because it was right there where you guys were working. Hey, guys, it was right there where you were working. And then Jamie says all the birds ran up to you also. They wanted to get to know you. So all the birds ran up, and that kind of scared you?
Yeah, Wanda was coming after me.
Wanda is what I call Wanda. I call Wanda my pecker because she pecks me all the time. She pecks at me. You're not safe. She has bloodied my ears a lot. This is Paul. He's the guy who runs the operation. Hey, buddy. We're telling the whole story how it all happened. Anyway, I think that you'll like this, Charlie. So since you discovered her and you started the whole thing, we're going to name her Charlene. After Charlie, and that's going to be Charlene. So everyone knows now that this is going to be baby Charlene. And that's good, right, babe? And that's going to be a beautiful name. And that's just all going to be because Charlie's the fella that found her. So thank you for doing all that you did and for setting all that in motion and for taking care of her safety, getting her out of the way before y'all started the tractors up. She looks very healthy.
Yes, she does.
And she's nursing on mom, which is real good. Isn't it crazy, though, how of this entire 10 acres, why would mom choose right there in that soft clay to drop that baby? It's the funniest thing, Charlie, how they do what they do. I mean, there's there's woods here in the back corner. There's a barn. They have their stalls. She could have had that baby anywhere.
Yesterday, played in the fresh dirt we dumped right out of the truck.
See? And that's what she goes, you know what? This is a nice spot. This is where I'm going to have it right here.
It's soft and cool.
Yep. So there we have it, guys. This over here is Charlie to my right, and that is baby Charlene. Charlene, named after Charlie, the fellow who discovered her this morning. So I'm going to pause it right there, and I'll go ahead and jump back into it. A lot of folks in the commentings here, I went back and was reading the comments later, and they're like, why don't you just call her Charlie? Call her Charlie, because Charlie could be a unisex name. But guys, don't forget, we already have an ostrich named Charlie. And so I don't want to do that. I don't want to confuse anybody, or, because that's going to be two of the animals at the exact same property. And I don't want them both named Charlie. So we thought we'd just call her Charlene, which is really cute. I love the name. It was Jamie's idea, and we're going to stick with it. So it's not Charlie. We're blessed for the fella named Charlie who found her, but Charlene is close enough. And we already have an ostrich who's named Charlie. So Charlene it is. And I believe that somebody in the comments said there's a song called Damn It, Charlene. I have not looked that up yet. Does anyone know if there is a song called Damn It, Charlene? I'm going to look it up right now. Y'all give me a moment. And if there is, it's going to be so funny. Just give me a second, and I'll see if I can do that. I'm going to go to Google. No, I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to go to YouTube and play a little bit of it. Damn it, Charlene. So they spelled Charlene differently. No, I don't see anything called that. I don't see anything called Damn It, Charlene. So if you guys know something that I don't know, let me find something just called Charlene. Charlene song. So I typed in Charlene song, and then here's one. Let's see what this over here sounds like.
Hey lady, you lady, cursing at your life.
Is that called Charlene?
Discontented mother and a regimented wife.
Is this called Charlene?
I've no doubt you dream about
That's pretty.
the things you'll never do, but I wish someone had talked to me.
It's called Charlene. I've never been to me.
I've been to Georgia and California and anywhere I could run.
I got goosebumps on me. Goosebumps are like all over me right now. Listen, you can't see them. I have hair growing. Guys have never been to me. I remember that song. That song just did something to me, y'all, on the inside, and I could just feel goosebumps all over my arms, all over my head. If you could have a chance to rub my head right now, you would feel all of these little prickly hairs just coming out. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm going to need someone. Hey, listen, if any of you can sing, please sing me a piece of that song and mail it to me, and then let me play that song. Now, if I use that right there, I'm going to get a copyright. And if you get copyrights, that means that YouTube's going to put a strike on your page, and you get 3 strikes and you're out. And they're going to ban me. They're going to put me in the YouTube or Facebook jail for a while. That song is called Charlene, and that was beautiful. And if you have a singing voice, please sing me that, and I will not embarrass you. I will not embarrass you, but I would play that in the background of a Charlene video. Oh my gosh, Jamie can sing, but man, someone says who sings it. Let me look again. Okay, I don't want to get in trouble for it. I'm trying to open it back up. Now, see, it closes like that. I can see that part, but I can't see who sings it. I don't know why my YouTube does that. Telegenics. Hold on. Telegenics. It only has 500,000 views on it, so it must not be a very popular song with 700 comments. I'll put the name of it here on the bottom so y'all can all look at it. There. So that's right there, Telegenics, and it's called Charlene, and the song is called I've Never Been to Me. Wow, that was pretty. Did any of y'all get goosebumps, or is that just something that I do? Is that something a weird Lester thing? I can hear songs sometimes and I can get goosebumps all over me, and I don't know why. And now the problem is I'm going to probably wake up tomorrow singing about Charlene, and Jenny's going to be like, where'd you hear that song from? Who's been singing you that song? And why is it in your head? And it just come in my head, okay? And now look how embarrassed I've gotten. I'm blushing at myself for making an idiot because I got the goosebumps all over me. It's called Never Been to Me, sung by Charlene. Sung by Charlene? Well, sheesh, I don't know. Alicia McGear said it's called Never Been to Me, and it's sung by Charlene. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun. Who will come onto my live and sing it right now? Who will come onto this live and sing a little snippet of that song right now? That's what I'm going to do. Let's have some fun here. I want to read y'all a little piece of a letter that I got, and I was going to open up a package that I received, and that'll happen. But is there anybody who would volunteer to come on to my live right now? And if you want to have that in the background, or if you want to try to find the lyrics, and you can sing that right now to us, I would love that. Now, listen, I'm going to open up the link, but do not come in here if you don't want to sing. Don't come in here to say, hey, Lester, how you doing? How's it going over there at Texas? I love your dad's videos, and you and Jake need to put that squabble to us. Y'all need to stop all that. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. I believe that out of the 3,500 people who are watching this right now, I believe that some of y'all, at least one of y'all, like to sing. And maybe you've never made it to Broadway or Nashville or whatever. Who cares? You can sing right now in front of 3,500 people. That's 3,005 people who are 3,546 fine, who are watching on the YouTube channels. And I don't know how many watching on the Facebook channel. So how would y'all like to do that? How would y'all like to do that? That would be fun. You ready? So it's called Never Been to Me by Charlene. God, I hope someone will do this. And if you don't, I'm going to take the link down immediately, and I'm never doing this again. I will never do this again. Remember, if you don't want to sing, then don't click it. Don't click it. Is it Control V? No, Command V. All right, here it goes. Only if you want to sing it, y'all. We're only doing it if you want to sing it. All right, that's the link that you got to connect to if you would like to sing for us. And then Jennifer's like saying, nope, 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 not going to do it. What's funny is the page, the number of views are growing because people want to see. And then Lisa goes, please, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I have already played a little bit of it. Terry goes, I'm just a crappy singer. Is there nobody going to join me and sing that song? Stephanie says, I can sing Jolene, 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 and change it to Charlene. So while we're waiting for someone to find the courage, oh my God, Teresa Butler's going to sing for us. While we're waiting for, now Teresa left again. Teresa Butler jumped in, and then she left immediately. Thelma is saying, someone please sing. So no, the reason I did not want to name her Dolly is because we are waiting for eventually, this is nowhere soon, but whenever Jolene has her baby, we're going to name that baby Dolly. Teresa Butler is here. Teresa, how you doing?
Good.
Teresa, it's good to see you. And please tell me you come to sing for us.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's okay.
Can you put the song on so I can hear it?
You have to hear the song. Okay. I'm just afraid that I might get a copyright if I play it too long. Do you know the words already?
No.
You're just going to try to sing along without seeing the words? Hold on. I have an idea. What I'm going to try to do, if I can, is find the lyrics of the song, and then I'll turn the volume down real low. You know what I mean by that? Like the karaoke.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put Charlene lyrics, and then I'm going to put karaoke. How do you spell karaoke? Karaoke.
I have no idea.
Okay. It found it. Okay, I think it found it. Oh my gosh.
Move, puppy.
But that's called Charlene in the Sky. Oh, I found it. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, can you even see that?
No.
I don't know how to get any closer. Let me turn this light off. Can you see that at all?
My eyes are really bad here.
No one cares about that.
I can't.
Hey, you know what?
I thought I could do it, but
Thank you for trying. That is so sweet of you. Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Nice to meet you. And thank you for at least having the guts to come on here and try, okay? Everyone's saying I just sing in my car. Have a wonderful afternoon, okay?
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I sing in the car.
I sing in the shower. Bye now. Oh my gosh, we got somebody else. Carla Faye. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Now, can you sing?
No.
All right, now you're from the South. What state are you from?
How you know that?
Well, I'm just guessing.
I'm from Kentucky.
Because I'm from the South too, so I recognize a good Southern lady when I hear one.
I am from Nobob, Kentucky.
Nobob, Kentucky. Hey, so you think you can sing this song for us?
Yeah, I think I remember that song.
Can you play? Do you have music or are you just going to sing it?
I need you to put the music up there.
Well, if I put the music on, it's going to give me a copyright. I don't want to lose my chance.
Oh, I know that the song says something about you're cursing at your life. You're a discontent mother. I need the words. Can you hold the words up?
Well, I just tried to do that, but I can try it again. All right, so can you even see those words?
No, if you hold them closer, I can. Yeah.
Can you see those?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm listening for you. We're all listening.
Baby, cursing at your life. You're a discontented mother and of something wise.
This is beautiful. Keep going.
Things you'll never do. But I wish someone had talked to me like I want to talk to you. I could run. I took the hand of preacher man, and I remember that. Get to I need the chorus.
Okay, listen, I'm going to say this. You sing really pretty. You sing really pretty. And I'm going to, don't you leave me, because I'm seeing a lot of people putting hands up, thumbs up. They're singing along with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the chorus, and you're going to sing that part, okay, before you leave me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's getting there. I hope I don't lose my YouTube over this. Okay, I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. Here it goes. I'm going to tell you the words.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to say, please, lady, don't just walk away. I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. That's the next 4 lines.
Okay.
Is that not what you're looking for?
Oh, I know that.
Okay, so then it's going to keep saying, please, lady, don't just walk away, because I've had this need to tell you why I'm all alone today. You recognize any of that? That come back?
I kind of recognize it. Gosh, that's been in the 80s.
Okay, well, listen, here's what we're going to do then. Why don't we don't do this today? Why don't you do me a favor, Carla Faye, and from Kentucky, you said, right?
Yeah.
And when you have time, you find that on your YouTube and you learn that part. And next time we do a live, you come on and sing it for us. Would you do that?
Yeah.
You promise?
I'm not shy.
You're not shy?
Oh,
Listen,
no.
you have a beautiful voice, and I can't wait to
Oh,
hear. So
thanks.
thank you very much. And
Thank
thank you.
you.
Hey, you're pretty gutsy jumping in here like that and doing that. You must do a lot of karaokeing.
No,
No? Well,
no.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed. All right.
Well,
It's nice talking to you, and we'll see you later, okay?
nice talking to you.
Bye now. That was amazing, guys. That was awesome. I'll tell you how cool that is. It takes, can you imagine the guts that someone has to have to be able to come on and do that? And so someone over here in the comments saying that song was from the 70s. And so it's crazy that someone could still remember that. But tell you what, it brought back something inside of me. I could feel it touched something inside of me. And that was just really sweet feeling. And I love that. So I got to go learn me a song at some point. Anyway, thank y'all for that. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. No one else needs to call in or chime in unless you really do know the words. And I will see if I can get Jamie to learn that at some point and get her to sing it. All right, putting my little light back where it belongs. Wow. Okay, so here we find out that song is from 1976 to be exact. That's perfect. But it's a beautiful song. Anywho, yeah, we do have a baby calf out there in the pasture. Santana has her 5th baby. Huey was number 1, and then Pearl, and then Gracie, and then Santoro, who we also call Rip. Let's not forget that a lot of people confuse those two. His official name on his paperwork is Santoro Rip Morrow. So it is Santoro is his official name. And if you want to call him Rip, then by all means, go ahead. But I call him Santoro. And then, of course, now we have Charlene. And so Charlene is, I'm trying to figure out the relationship to Charlene and Pearl. Pearl is Santana's 1st baby, 2nd baby, whatever. Pearl had a baby who's I'm a Survivor, whose name is Jolene. So they're not sisters. They're not sisters. Am I correct in saying that Charlene is aunt to Jolene? They're not cousins. They're not cousins. They would be cousins if this baby had a baby and that baby had a baby. Those would be cousins. But it's the mama. It was the mama of all these had a baby right here. The mama of all these had a baby, which is this one. And that baby right there, that had a baby. That's what I'm thinking. So does that mean that Jolene has a little aunt, Charlene? I'm just loving that. I just love that. Okay. Thank y'all again for singing. I want to read a card that I've been holding on to for a little bit. And I'll tell you why I've been holding on to it for a little bit, because I lost it. I had it in my truck. And when we did all that moving around with the dogs to the vets and whatnot, it ended up getting pushed under my seat. And so I want to read this to you because it's been a rough week for Lester. It's been a really rough week for Lester. And so sometimes when you're having a rough week, it's nice to get something to remind you of who you are for somebody. And so this person says, this is to the warrior known as Longhorn Lester. Now, let's be honest. A lot of us, I mean, it's hard to hear someone say you're a warrior because you don't always feel like a warrior. Sometimes you can be very vulnerable and weak and, you're not 100%. And then to have someone say to you that you are a warrior, it's empowering. But then she goes on to explain why she says what she says. Firstly, don't you dare refute the fact that you, Lester, are a true warrior. She goes, I've never seen a warrior like you. I've watched you and Jamie take on every difficult event in the year 2022. You've been injured with your shoulder. You lost your sweet Maggie. You've had some health issues of yourself, along with many of your babies. You have struggled with Ringo, Voodoo, Tina, the heartbreak of having Dixie go down, not to mention the drought, then the freeze. And she goes, it always amazes me how you regroup, you evolve, you find ways to overcome these challenging situations. She goes, I admire the way you have the guts to share the good, the bad, and the ugly with us, even though you will soon to find out that many people can be much uglier than the things that you share. And I think that from some of the comments that I've had to deal with this week, you're darn right about that. Boy, have we seen how ugly some of you guys can be. You said in a recent video that you're going to try to man up in the year 2023. Lester, sorry, but that's not going to be possible. Then she says, read the back. She goes, you're already stronger and more manly than any man I've ever known. She goes, your anxiety can be crippling and debilitating. She goes, you already know that. I'm sure you have had moments privately, probably. And I think I know where she's going with that. And yes, ma'am, I think we've all had those private moments that we're not going to talk about. She goes, but you always find a way to create a video that gives not just yourself, but others the ability to somehow cope and make it from one day to the next. Your love and your care that both Jamie and you give the babies, it just warms my heart. And she goes, I can, for one, escape for a short while. When I watch your videos, I'm in a place of love and laughter. Many days I'm so tired I can't even stay awake to watch the entire video. And so I fall asleep listening your YouTube. Sometimes it'll cast to my smart TV. And then it gets kind of funny. It says, sometimes I wake up and your videos have kept playing, but later I have to go back and watch the parts that I missed, which is kind of funny. So she just says really, really neat things. And it was just a beautiful letter. She goes on to include quite a long story, which is her personal story. And on this one over here, that she would rather I not read this on a video. But what I want to say to you and to so many other folks out there that are also dealing with tough times is that it's true what you say, that I draw a whole lot of therapy from being able to have a channel with people that are understanding and who allow me a platform to talk mostly, sometimes get things off my chest. We all come here for the same reason, I think, which is the love of animals. But ultimately, along the way, you're not always going to agree with everybody. But at the end of the day, we always say that we can agree to disagree on certain topics and comments and whatnot. But I admire you for your perseverance and how you overcome. And so thank you for finding those same qualities in me. And so I appreciate that. It means a lot. As far as the other stuff goes, as far as the good, the bad, and the ugly, there's no need getting into the ugly. Ultimately, what had to happen, happened. And the fact that whenever I leave and I'm not able to be at I'm a Survivor, I know the animals are where they should be, and they're unable to be accidentally let out or moved around. And so there's nothing that could possibly happen with a stranger walking up and opening a gate or anybody else. And so that's what the ultimate goal was. And it's gotten really nasty. and it wasn't meant to be nasty. It was just meant to be that I can't rest. I can't relax. I can't find peace. I can't find peace here. I can't sleep well when you never know what's going on somewhere else. And so I found a way to alleviate or eliminate that situation. And so that created a firestorm of hurt and hate and anger. And so I don't think that that was the intention. Maybe I went about it that my method of delivery was probably not very well thought out, but the point has gotten across. And so now it is what it is. I've removed my part that I had in that from the video. And I believe that the other parties have removed their spiel in all of that. And so that's all that needs to be said, is that it's true that we're not always going to see eye to eye. I mean, come on, you all have family members and you've all had spouses or loved ones, and it doesn't matter how much you love somebody, you can still find yourselves not always seeing eye to eye. And so that's all it was. And then for the folks who say you keep those kind of things out of videos, I agree. But it was something that I did on a whim without thinking. But I hope that everyone can, when you take a step back, if you're able to, some people can't take a step back, but if you're able to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, I think that you would realize that there's a lot of love in this family. And sometimes we don't walk over and hug each other and pat each other on the back and tell each other how much we love and admire them. But we do that in different kinds of ways. Love can show itself in a number of ways. And so the way that I've been hopefully trying to show love is through help. And if that help means helping to someone have their very own farm tractor, or help someone finish a fencing project, or help someone, create a new life for themselves with their very own social media platform. It's always been my goal to help my family to become their very best. And if I ever made it seem like that was not my intention, then I'm man enough to look you into the eye, and I'm looking over 3,000 people in the eye on the YouTube channels, and I'm saying that I apologize for that coming across the way it did. But the safety of the animals is my utmost concern. And so, all right, so I feel like I've addressed that. That was kind of like one of those kind of things, when a newspaper prints something and they should not have printed. They maybe they call it fake news, or they found out later that that wasn't the exact story. And then sometimes they go onto the back page and they'll put their small little, what do they call that? The rebuttal, or not the rebuttal. They call that something. And so it's been handled. And so we will move on from that. But I will also say, and then I think that every creator feels the same. Redacted. Thank you. Who said that? It went by so fast. I just feel like everyone needs to understand that you should not get so emotionally involved in any retracted, disclaimer, retraction, redacted. I don't know. You already know what I'm talking about, though. Thank you all for everyone who's helping me. Let me make my phone stop chiming. I had it set off, and then I turned it back on whenever I was showing you the Charlene video. Retracted is right. Just remember, and I believe that the other creator said it perfectly, that if you find yourself so caught up in a complete stranger's life to where you're going to the extremes and the extent of saying the things that you're saying, then you really should help yourself in removing yourself from that. You should remove yourself from that. I want to remind you that this platform and the fact that social media, an entire family who all run social media channels, is something that's never been done. You're not going to find this anywhere else. You're not going to find this anywhere else. You're not going to find 11 creators who all live in the same proximity, the same hill, all come together anywhere else. And so this is very uncharted territory. There's no script. We don't follow a script. We don't meet up on the weekends and talk about the agenda for the week. We're not run by a Hollywood producer who tells us what to say and when to say it and how to say it. And so you're seeing real humans, real people. And even though you love the idea of that side of family, yeah, well, don't forget that with family also comes sometimes, other kinds of moments that are not quite so happy. And so do not sit there and waste your comment and say, I don't want to see videos where you're upset. I don't want to see videos where you're mad. I don't want to see videos where Jamie or Lester or Jake or Papa or you name it, rant. No, that's not the way it works, because the platform gives us the voice. And so we will produce and we will upload and we'll send out what this complicated and very dysfunctional family wants to put out. And then I really like the way Corn Pop from YouTube says, if you don't like it, just turn it off. And I would say, thank you, Corn Pop. I don't really care for your name, Corn Pop, but I love the way that you think, because you're still smart enough to say, I don't have to watch this. And I also don't have to go on to an email. I don't have to go on to a comment and say what disgust and what displeasure and all of that either. Because ultimately, this family was here a long time before any of you come along, as was Morrow Hill. And this family will be here long after Facebook and YouTube finally shut us all down. They will finally, at some point, they're going to shut us all down. Y'all do know that. It's all going to go to shorts and reels. And at that point, all of the long videos will be gone. And we will still be doing what we've always done. And so, so don't get so invested that you do things that you regret later. It's funny, but it's not funny, because I feel sorry for you. And that goes for people who love and support Lester, as well as those that hate Lester. I feel sorry for you if you've gotten yourself that caught up into a video to where you don't realize that all we're having is the same kind of spat that you've had with family members that you may even have now. So anywho, I think that I've talked enough about all of that. Lester, you're rambling. We already get it. Well, thank you, Lisa, for getting it. But guess what, Lisa? During my ramble, I've gained 900 more people watching the video. So maybe you get it, but now there's 900 more that jumped in to hear all of that. And yes, so if I'm going to go back to that quote from Corn Pop, who says, if you don't like it, then we're going to jump over to this person. I'm glad I found this person. The person called Do Better, Be Better, or Stay Great. I'm just going to call you a coward to your face. I'm going to call you a coward to your face. And where I'm from, there's no greater form of disrespect than to call someone a coward to their face. As a matter of fact, a man or a woman standing in a parking lot would never say the things to anyone's face the kind of things that you say and think that you can say on social media. So you are a disgrace, whoever you are. I'm guessing that you are probably not, I was going to say not very well educated because of your spelling, but you know what? I make a lot of spelling mistakes as well. But when you copy someone's content and then you use my content to try to grow your channel, then you are a chicken shit and a coward. There. That came straight from Lester. And so have fun with your next video that you copy off of me, or your next video that you copy off of Jake, or your next video that you copy off of Brienne. Go make your own channel. What you could do is you already have a channel called on YouTube. So now go find your own content. Duh. Why are you going to screenshot and copy my stuff just to try to grow your audience? That we've always had an issue with that. So what I'm going to do right here is not only block and ban you, but make it to where all of these other 3,000, 3,300 people, if they do run across your channel, they can tell you that Lester says you're a coward and a chicken shit. I love that. Yes, I do. And then y'all are going to say, Lester, just ignore the haters. Well, I would ignore the haters, but the problem is that particular hater is screen recording my videos and making you guys think that they're a video creator. And so then this loser, this person says, how come you're not rescuing more animals? Have you heard of Stella? Has anyone heard of Stella? Hello, have you heard of Stella? No one's heard of Stella. Stella is 2 weeks in, and she might be one of the most difficult rescues that we've ever had to rescue. Boy, Lester's gone on quite the rant now. And a lot of people are saying, Lester, keep it positive. Lester, keep it positive. Keep it positive. But I'm really shocked that that particular person jumped on here. But they're never going to jump on here again. And so, okay. Shara R, who messages me all the time, she says, Lester, take a drink, take a break, take a breath. And then I'll also talk about Shara. I said, Shara, do you mind if I share an idea? Shara and I were talking, and she says she wants to ask about the possibility of taking Stella. You know, Stella has very large chunks out of her ears, and maybe we could get Stella's ears fixed. And I said, Shara, I says, to be honest, I think that Stella has gone through enough. Stella has gone through so much in her short life, especially the parts of her life as of recent where she's been homeless and all of the struggles that she's had. And we're almost certain that she was at some point someone's bait dog, which means that she had her legs broken and allowed herself to be beat up by someone trying to train their dog, and then thrown off into a ditch where she somehow found the strength to survive. And so the last thing that I ever want to do is be the cause of more pain and more stress to her. So what I'm going to do with her is just try to continue to shampoo her. If y'all have noticed, she's slowly starting to grow hair, real new hair under the bald spots. She has a lot more energy. And so she's doing really, really good. And I'm going to continue what we're doing with Stella, showing her lots of love, letting her learn to trust, and allowing her to make rounds there at I'm a Survivor. I do think that eventually I will bring Stella, Buddy, and Christmas all here into the shop and do their 30-day heartworm treatments together, where they have each other in a small enclosed area where they can't just get out and run. And then don't be worried about the other animals, because even though we're not able to vaccinate Stella yet, our other dogs have been vaccinated, and they all three need the heartworm 30-day treatment. And so we'll do that at the same time so they can all go through that together, and they'll have each other, and then they'll have Jamie and I. One of us will be here all the time to be able to be here with them. We're going to wait until all of our puppies are gone. And in saying that, I got 30 seconds. The puppies will all be leaving on Monday the 13th. we'll be saying our goodbyes to all of the puppies. Stella is the ultimate survivor, Pam. Thank you so much for realizing that. And I know that a lot of us have been through some stuff, but Stella is truly an inspiration for us to see her and realize that if she can make it and keep going and find love and find joy and find happiness and learn to trust again, then we can too. And then we can too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I've hit my 1 hour mark. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank you for loving us and accepting us with all of our flaws and our shortcomings, because trust me, I have a lot of them. But I'm blessed to have made the acquaintance of so many of you. And I appreciate the fact that you guys can sometimes just know when to overlook Lester, the same way you have to sometimes overlook your boss or overlook your little brother or overlook your mom or overlook your grandma if you got a pea pat in your family. And thank you for overlooking so much. So have a wonderful day. Happy Friday to you all, and have a blessed weekend. Okay. Thank y'all. All right. Well, I say thank y'all, and I can't find how to close the live. Leave studio. I think I found it. Bye, guys.